Hey everyone, let's prove example 8 from the notes, or exercise 21 from section 1.2. We're going to show that these two GCDs are the same thing. The way that we show this is we'd show that they divide each other. So for starters, we're going to let d, little d, equal the first GCD, and the second GCD equal big D. If you want to eschew the GCDs the way that Hungerford does, then feel free, because that's a lot of writing and nesting. Okay, and the crux of this is corollary 1.3, which says that the GCD has a property where not only does it divide both of, A and B or whatever, but that anything else that divides A and B also divides the GCD. That's the key thing. So what we're going to say is clearly we see that D divides A and D divides the GCD of B. And seriously, that's just the definition. It's the greatest common divisor of these guys, okay? Now, this will take a second, but think about it. If D divides the greatest common divisor of B and C, then that means that D divides B and D divides C. Pause the video if you need a sec to think about that, or if you need a few minutes to work that out. But that's the crux. That's the crux of the problem number 1. Okay? Here's the second crux of the problem. By corollary 1.3, since D divides A and D divides B, we have that D divides the GCD of A and B. Okay? Well, if D divides, let me just get a highlighter out here. If D divides C and D divides the GCD of A and B, well then D is at least in the running to be the GCD of this guy, right? Because it divides both of them. Okay? Now, next what we're going to do, and I guess I should say, again by corollary 1.3, we see D divides big D. Okay, and that one I'm going to highlight again, because that's pretty important right here, okay? So I'll just say here, symmetrically, or by symmetry, we see that big D divides A, big D divides B, and big D divides C, and so big D divides the GCD of B and C, and so big D divides little d, right? Again, by corollary 1.3, twice. Okay? So, since both D and since both D and big D are greater than 0, we see that little d equals big D, and so we're done.